Hello my YouTube friends, welcome to my garden. Today I am going to show you 6 plants that surprised me this season. Not all surprises were good, some surprises were in a bad way. This is Tuberose. I used to plant it in my container and grow in the container. Last season I planted my bulbs in the ground and they overwintered and survived. I cannot wait to see the full bloom. Visiting in a few days, and the lower flowers are almost ready to be opened. And today I noticed the second stalk of the flower, but it will take a few weeks for this stalk to bloom. Next day I'm visiting my flower again. The flowers are not fully open, but the aroma is there. In terms of the aroma, some people love the smell of tuberose. Some people just hate it. The aroma is very recognizable and very, very strong. I like it when it's not fully opened. This is the freshest state of this flower. The second stalk is also growing. And the aroma is so wonderful. Another surprise waits me in my lilac garden. A few of my lilacs started to bloom. Of course, it's a wonder blooming lilac in the fall. A lot of blooms of this primrose lilac are going to develop. Another bloom. And I'm not sure that this is a good surprise, because the more blooms I have now in the fall, the less blooms I have in the spring. Another lilac also started to bloom, and I have a few more to develop. Many gardeners are familiar with red cardinal flowers. Some grow pink cardinal flowers. But I really wanted blue cardinal flower. This is the blue variety of cardinal flower. I have a few bushes now. The color is more like blue, violet or purple, something like this. In my old garden I had a true blue cardinal flower. So I will continue a quest for the truly blue cardinal flower. I truly wanted to show you this tomato. This fruit is the biggest this season. I will allow it to become more red, and then I will harvest it and I will find out the weight of this huge tomato. Other tomatoes are doing good as well. A whole bunch are growing here. It's raining every day now, and I'm afraid that this huge tomato will crack. So I will harvest it and let it go completely red inside the house. This is the weight of this tomato. 524 grams or more than a pound. It's almost ready enough, so we are going to eat it today. Today I will show you my pomegranate tree. This is the first year it flowers so profusely. And I thought that it is self-pollinated when I planted it a few years ago, namely in 2020. It bloomed but never developed any fruit. The flowers are large and very beautiful, this rosy red color. And there are so many of them. So let's look at this one. The petals are already gone and the lower part of the flower hardened. So let's observe it for a few weeks and see whether it develops a fruit. And by the way, there is the second flower, even the third, beside the big flower. There are two more flowers that almost lost their petals. So let's try to observe them as well. And this is the flower bud. It will open up soon. The fruit starts with these tiny future flowers. The small one and the big one are visible here. The petals are dropped and those are the future fruit. Sometimes on the same cluster we have unopened buds and also the flower that already develops into fruit. I would like to observe these two more carefully and see how they grow. Right now the diameter of this, the diameter is almost an inch. This flower started to rot and fell down. Let's cut it and see what is inside. This is what is inside. The seeds are not visible yet, or barely visible. I am visiting my pomegranate tree in a few weeks, and as you can see, unfortunately, all fruit and flowers dropped. I have only this survivor, but it already has this black spot, so I'm afraid it will fall down as well. I really need to find out what's going on and why the tree was blooming profusely but did not hold those fruits, and they all rot and fall down. In a few days I came to my pomegranate tree and could not find this last surviving fruit, and I could not even find it on the ground. So I don't know what happened to it, but that means no pomegranate. It bloomed so profusely, as you remember, so it's a bad surprise. So many flowers, no fruit. I would like to show you the first figs that ripened. This is the first one, and this is the second one, and of course we have more to come. On our second fig tree, all the figs are green, and we have two crops at once. These are the first crop. They will be ready in 2 weeks, and we also have the second crop. They will be ready in a month after the first ones. the first crop and the second crop. And I hope that the squirrels are not that greedy and will not take all of them. I am visiting in a few days, and every day now I see the fruit of figs, and I will pick them or harvest them tomorrow, and I will have more on the second tree. Each day I see more and more figs. The second tree has bigger figs, and we already harvested 3 or 4, and this is the next one that will be harvested maybe in 2 days. Finishing this video, I would like to show you my beautiful basil blooming and shiso. I have so many pretty beautiful plants in my garden, and they bring me so much joy.